Let's talk about the life, real life that an immigrant are living over here or experiencing over here. Let's talk about the ground reality. I will tell you the ground reality of Canada itself or wherever you will live as an immigrant. You have to prepare to live with somebody, sharing your room, sharing your kitchen, washroom, bathroom, everywhere. You have to prepare maybe to live in a trash. Some people never clean their house. It's like dirty as rock where we shit. I want to spell some other word, but I end up with the rock. When we were a kid, there were no toilets. Till when I was 7 years old, 6 years old, there were no toilets. Can you imagine? I am from that place where there were no toilets. If you born in such a place where you have everything, you have toilets, good kitchens, good food to eat, good house to sleep, good bed to sleep, then you're lucky. You're lucky. Then 70-80% people in the world were not having the same thing. When I was kid, there were no toilet, no washrooms, no bathroom. We had a house to live, but we didn't have a toilet. We have to run. Just take some water in some pot and just run in a jungle somewhere. Do the potty over there, and maybe somewhere there will be rock and do the potty over there. I just remember that rock when I said rock out of nowhere. Sounds disgusting, but that's the reality, guys. If you born in 1985 to 2010, in between, if you born from 1985 to like 2010, if you born in a such as place where you have all the facility that you're using right now, then you are lucky than most of us. I born in 1981, and till 1995, 96, we didn't had a toilet. Can you imagine? We used to sit in a rock. Nobody will believe, oh yeah, people used to do that time. How disgusting. Maybe you are feeling the same shit. I am feeling the same shit. Oh really? We didn't have a toilet at that time. Why? Because we used to live in a village that's became town recently, 10, 12, 15 years ago. Small town, developing place. But before, there were not that much people living in a village. There is just a couple of 100,000. And some big villages, there will be like a couple of thousand people. And they don't have a good educations. They don't have a good facility to use. They don't have a such as materials to use it. They don't have a such as equipments to use it. They don't have it. I starting using phone when I was 13 or 14 years old. Now kids born with their own social media handles. Before they born, they have a social media handles. Okay. And if you lived in such as era, if you had a facility that we never had, we never seen, never feel, never experience until we are 10, 15 years old, then you are lucky sucker. You're a lucky sucker of facility. But we lived in a harsh environment. And those people who are trying to do new thing life, and those people who want to pursue a new career, study abroad, do the things, they are all poor people. I belong to poor family. I even don't say I belong to middle class. I don't think so. There is a middle class anywhere in the world right now. Maybe there were middle class long back, but right now I don't think so. From my age of from the age where I trying to know things, when I became 15, 16, from that time there was no middle class. I think like when I born from that era, there will be no middle class. After 90s, there is no middle class, guys. If you're still thinking you're living in a middle class, then you're wrong. There is no middle class right now. We all are poor. We all are poor. If you're working 9 to 5 every single day, 250 days a year, then you are poor. You're working just to earn that much of money to survive in this harsh reality, harsh thing. So I born in such as places, place such as village where people don't used to use a toilet when I was young. And I built my first toilet by myself. Can you imagine? I was 13, 12 or 13. Before that, we used to have a toilet, but we used to cover it by some, you know, sacks, bags, sacks. We call it sacks. We call it bora in our country. We used to cover it by sacks, just uh, dig for a hole and put a pillar over there with some wooden pillar and just cover the sacks and do the fucking shit over there. We used to live like that. And I built first mud and brick. Using mud and brick, I built first toilet for ourselves. I was the one. That was not even my father. My father went uh, to fight with government as a Maoist. He went over there for 2 years. It was like I was like 14 or 15 years old at that time. In Nepali date, it was because some 2060 साल 60 साल. I was 12, 13 years old. Can you imagine? I built my own toilet, and we didn't have a like commode at that time, and we used to sit and toilet. I built a such as you know there is a sitting toilet back home and over here maybe, and we didn't had a such as pan. We called it pan or something for that, and I built it with the cement and sand, just like the pan, and I put the plastic pipe, big one, just to take out all those human waste and dig big like hole just to collect those shit. And that's how I build my toilet, first toilet. Can you imagine? And I feel like most of the people coming over here in Canada, US, or they go wherever they are going to acquire education or to fulfill the dream that you want, the dream that they are dreaming of, it's just get out of that shit. Just get out of that environment, which environment is really poor as fuck. And those people who have money, I don't think so they will go to the other country just to study and live their life, struggle like this. No, nobody want to struggle like this. And those kids were in abroad, I don't think so they have like that amount of money so that they can live a quality life in their own country. I don't think so. If somebody is telling you I have this, that, I have a lot of money, I can do whatever I want to do. No. I have piece of land, I have my own house, but I don't have that much of a liquid gas or liquid assets that I can use and live a luxury life. No. Yeah, I'm using some facilities, some things, that, this, and that, but I'm not complaining, okay? I'm just sharing my experience. And just in living that scenario, just living life without toilet, just living life without good house, without any vehicles, our own cars, this and that, I'm not complaining. I was happy. I was millions times happier than right now. I'm not complaining. That was good too. I'm not telling you those stories just to give you the hint that we were not happy. We were happy, as you can't imagine how happy we were. We were so happy in our life. Limited desires, limited resources, limited informations, limited, everything was limited, but still we were very, very, very happy. And for all those students who wants to go abroad and pursue new career, have a educations, have a things, I don't think so they are very rich. Rich kids will also go to the abroad to acquire like good education, but they will go to the big universities like Harvard, Cambridge, somebody in Oxford, or somebody in some London, whatever it was. I don't want to spell out those words, but yeah, who have a money, whose father is filthy rich, earning money by stealing from the poor people, whoever are like corrupt politician, all those people's childrens will go to the school and university which are very big, which are like have a like lot of tuitions fees and all those that things, and those people also go to the abroad to study, and all those people will go to such as places, not in a such as small colleges restaurant where the tuition fee will be cheap. Tuition, the infrastructure will be the cheaper. Do you really believe you will get the good education over there? I don't think so. You know what differentiate the rich people and the poor people? Poor people always think about the saving money, and they will search for those kind of a cheap college, cheap university, where you have like small amount of the fees, tiny amount of the fees, and those colleges are just over here there to suck the blood from the poor, suck the money from the poor. Rich people will go to the Harvard, Oxfords, Cambridge. Some filthy rich people go to some different colleges, and they will get the education from like some different people who are getting paid good amount of the money, maybe who are good enough to tell them what to do in life or whatever it was. That's how they differentiate the poor and rich. Just forget the rich people shit, but let's come into the poor people shit. And this is the poor people shit. If you really want to go to the some other country, study over there, have a PR, live over there, buy a house, car, then you are really poor, guy. You are really poor. I am really poor. You're really poor. We all are really poor. We don't have other options. Just to get a good food, just to get a good life, just to get a good basic life. Not a good life, like a basic life. We we just go somewhere else, study something else, and do something else which we even don't want to do it in our life. And we repeat the same things again and again and again and again and again and again, just to get a basic needs. So whoever coming over here, you're doing the same shit, okay? Just be prepared. You're gonna leave, you're gonna share your room. The room expenses is 12, 14, 1500 over here. Dollars, okay? Not rupee, dollars. $1,200, less than $1,200, you're not gonna get a good room. In a basement, maybe it will be 800, $900. If you want to share that basement room, you have to live with somebody else. You never know from where that person is over there, and you have to work. You have to go for a work to pay your interest for your loan, for second semester's loan, and you have to collect the money to pay your next year's semester's bills and everything, your food bills, your electricity, your internet bills, your phone bills, your transportation bills. You have to get ready for everything. Are you ready? And if the as a parents, if you're watching this video, are you ready that your children gonna face all this shit over here? What do you think? Your son, your daughter is gonna live over there happily? I don't think so. I don't think so. what what will gonna happen? What new will gonna happen? What evolution will gonna happen over there? What innovation? Maybe they will study in some cheap university, getting some cheap skill, and they will bust their ass for like anything over here for their entire life. They will just marry, reproduce, and just nurture that kid that you are doing the same shit. Your kid's gonna do the same shit. What's new? We just born over here to acquire some skills to help the billionaires, millionaires to make more money, and just get some small amount of the money out of it and marry with some woman, and just bring that woman to your house and just reproduce, make kids, and give them education, provide them this and that, work 9 to 5 or 7 days a week, buste. 9 to 5 shit is for Asian people. Here, it's not a 9 to 5. One job with the one job people can sustain over here. If you have a family, if you don't have a family, maybe one job will be sufficient for you. Yeah, if you have a family, then one job will be sufficient for you. But I don't think so one job will be sufficient for those people who have a family. I have seen a lot of people, I have spoke with a lot of people, I have spoke with lot of people, and they had a family, they have some kids, they have wife, they have parents, they like brought them over here, they bring them over here, and they're living together. But one job is not enough. People are earning $6,000-7,000 a month from one job, 9 to 5, and they're doing Uber, they're doing some other stuff, some other stuffs, some this stuff, that stuff. They're working 7 days stressed away to pay their mortgage, to pay their bills, mortgage for the car, mortgage for the house, mortgage for everything, mortgage for their children education, mortgage for their health, financing shit. So that's how life is going over here. So I don't think so there is a much different, okay? And this is the life that you have to face. We were coming over here, I'm telling you, the guys, you have to be ready to do this shit, okay? You have to be ready. If you're willing to do all this shit, then welcome. If you already build your mindset, if you already like thinking that I'm gonna do this shit for my entire life, I'm gonna face all those challenges that I have to face it by living this shit, then welcome. And I think only 1 2 to 5% people, only 3 to 5% people will live a different life, get out of from this loophole. But all of them, they can out of this, they can get out of from this loop, because they don't have other choice. Their situation, their mentality, their skill, their influence, their motivation, their everything is just limited. They can't go out of the box. Just try to go out of the box. Just don't try to be what they want you to be, okay? Just do the things which you love. Try to grow on that field where you feel passionate. Do those things which you love to do, and live happily. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I know, I understand those people who are over here by seeking good life. Back home, they don't have a good life. Some people don't have a good food in their kitchen. Some people don't have an income, that much income that we earn over here by doing small jobs. If you do the same kind of small jobs back home, it's not enough for yourself. How are you going to sustain your family? I can understand that. For me too, the same shit is going on. For here, for over there, everywhere. We all are same page. Only the difference is I know the reality. I don't push myself that much to work 7 days, this and that. No. Maybe I'll sleep 2 more hours on less than other, $2 more less than other, but I'll be happy. I'm gonna spend two more less dollars than other. I'll sleep 2 more hours extra, but I'm not gonna work that much, busting my ass for like anything. I don't want to do that. So I know how to handle my work life balance. So I'm working just 30 to 40 hours a week, and other time I'll give it to myself. I visit a new place, I eat new food, try a new food at home, cook it, eat it, work out. I give 1 to 2 hours for myself to work out. I don't rush. I'll do it slowly with body and mind connection. I enjoy the movie, documentaries, all those things, which is gonna help me to improve my knowledge toward the world, toward the reality. And yeah, that's how I live. And I'm here with my wife. Only that, because of that reason, I'm good. And if you're coming over here as a bachelor student, diploma student, then it will be really, really hard for you. You have a long way to go. You have to live 5 6 years in a hell And maybe after that you're gonna be landed in some white collar job with a $4 or $5,000. I don't think so that will be enough for you. You're gonna leave the same shit. Maybe you'll bring your wife over here. Your wife also have to bust your ass like anything. Back home in Asian country, most of the women they don't work. Only men works, and woman duty is to handle the house, household, do the household things and this and that. But over here, if you bring your wife, she can stay at home. If maybe you will be able to earn to just to give a food to your wife and yourself and move around and do this and that, but your wife will what will she gonna do by staying at home? She will be the furniture, she will be the like TV like that, stay only staying home, doing nothing, no productivity, and she'll be all alone. There will be no community, there will be nobody to talk, nowhere to go, and it's really difficult. If you bring your wife, they must work. And maybe if you're gonna have the kids, one person income is not enough. If it doesn't matter if you're earning 5,000, $10,000, still is not enough over here. She have to work too. Both of you have to work, work all day, all night, work, no rest. And it's not like back home. You can quit the job. You can stay at home by doing nothing. Who's gonna pay your bills? Who's gonna pay your rent? I'm paying $1,300 over here. Who's gonna pay that rent if I don't work? $1,300. Can you imagine? $1,300 will become 130,000 Nepali rupee back home. 1.5 लाख त घरको भाडा तिर्छु म almost यताउता गरेर 1.5 लाख. Can you imagine? कमाएको आधा जस्तो स्यालेरी त रेन्टमै जान्छ. चाहे जहाँसुकै गएर बसौँ होइन, चाहे युआर इन क्यानाडा, either you are in USA, Australia, wherever you are, one person's salary, I think almost 30 to 40% will goes to the rent. I'm pretty sure. If you're living with somebody else, sharing your whole house, sharing your kitchen, bathroom, washroom, everything, then maybe you need to pay less, but you have to share with like some other shitty people. Otherwise, if you want to live peacefully by yourself, by getting a good house, or renting, or in a mortgage, one person income is not enough, and you have to go through all this shit. And whoever are a student, for them life is really not, really don't have a quality over here. They are living a shitty life all time, all day, all night. They will be on stress. First year, they have a stress to find a job, landed in a job, do the job, go to the university, pay the interest, pay the loan, and further collect the money for the next year. So when next year comes, they will not gonna have the money to like pay their fees. They have to go through the loans over here. They have to use the credit and again earn, like work, earn and pay the fees to the those universities who are just over there to treat you as a client and earn money out of it and pay them fees and just acquire some small skills and learn it to. And when they graduate from the schools from 1 year or 2 years course, and they have intentions to find a good job, they will apply for, after applying for like thousands of places, maybe some will apply in 2,000 places, and then they will get some interview, and maybe somebody will get the job, and that job will gonna give you just $40,000 to $50,000 a year. In that $40,000 to $50,000, you have to pay 13 to 18%, 22% tax. On top of that, you will gonna get just 30,000 a year. In 30,000 a year, you have to spend almost 15 to 18,000 for your rent. What will gonna remain? $10,000. In $10,000, you have to buy some new things, go over there, here and there. What are you gonna do in 10,000? 10,000 means 500 a month. What are you gonna do in a $500? 5 to 700, $800. I don't think so. People are gonna save more than that. Whoever working, whatever they are earning, I don't think so. They're gonna save around like more than $1,500 to $2,000. I don't think so. By doing all those things they want to do in life, eat all those food they want to eat it, go and like reach all those places they want to go, I don't think so they will save any penny over here or anywhere else. If you live life like so consistently and don't eat good food, just repeat the same food every day and go to the limited places, don't spend at all, then maybe you're gonna like earn a little bit, save a little bit more than others. But otherwise, I don't think so you're gonna save anything. Life will be the same. Yeah, but you have like better roads to drive over here and clean air to breathe, and you don't have that much chaotic situation over here, and useless society, useless traditions, useless religious shit over here. Except that, everything else will be the struggle for you if you are not ready mentally and physically. So that's it for this video. Do the things that you want to do in life, be the one that you want to be in life. Don't influenced by all those shit, all those environment or your society or your relatives. Just be the one that you want to be and become the one that you want to become. Follow your passion, do the things that makes you happy. That's it. See you in next video, and comment down if you have like some inquiry about your ground reality, or share your experience, what you feel in this matter, what do you actually feel in this topic. Just share me, I want to know what you have in your mind. All right, see you in next video. Love you guys.